विद्युत प्राधिकरण कोशी कोरिडोर 220 केबी प्रसारण लाइन आयोजनाको प्रथम प्याकेज KC1 अन्तर्गत सुनसरी जिल्लाको इनरवादेखि धनकुटा जिल्ला हुँदै शङ्खसभा जिल्लास्थित बसन्तपुर, बानेश्वर र तुनिटा सबस्टेसनसम्मको नेपालको सबैभन्दा लामो 220 केबी स्तरको प्रसारण लाइन आयोजनाको निर्माण कार्य सम्पन्न भएको छ। दलको सम्पूर्ण कर्मचारीका प्रिय अभिभावक तथा आम जनताका प्रिय कार्यकारी निर्देशक श्री कुलमान घिसिङज्यू यस कार्यक्रमको अध्यक्षता ग्रहण गरिदिनुमा हार्दिक आमन्त्रण गर्दछु। Similarly, I would like to request Your Excellency, the Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India, Ms. Nangba C. Khampa, to please take a seat as a guest of the ceremony. त्यसैगरी धनकुटा नगरपालिकाका प्रमुख श्री चिन्तन तामाङज्यूलाई कार्यक्रमको अतिथिको आसन ग्रहण गर्न अनुरोध गर्दछु।
विभिन्न मन्त्रालयहरू सरकारवाला मन्त्रालयहरू प्लस हाम्रो लाइन मन्त्रालय, ऊर्जा जलस्रोत तथा सिँचाइ मन्त्रालय सबैको सहयोग हुँदाखेरि यस्ता ठुला र कम्प्लिकेटेड आयोजनाहरू समयमै सम्पन्न गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने एउटा राम्रो उदाहरण पनि भएको छ यसबाट। र यसले अर्को पाठ के पनि सिकाएको छ भने विद्युत प्राधिकरणलाई कतिपय अब विभिन्न तहबाट हुन्छ, प्रवर्धकहरू होलान्, कुनै सेक्टरबाट विद्युत प्राधिकरणले प्रसारण लाइन नै बनाउन सक्दैन भन्ने खालको एउटा आरोप पनि लाग्ने गरेको देखिन्छ। तर हामीले यस्ता ठुलो प्रकृतिका लाइनहरू विभिन्न समस्याहरू आफ्नो ऐन नियम कानुनको परिधिभित्र रहेर सम्पन्न गर्न सक्छौँ भन्ने एउटा उदाहरण पनि दिएको छ र अरू आयोजनाहरू निर्माण गर्नलाई एउटा प्रेरणा पनि यसबाट मिलेको छ। र यसमा मैले भन्नुपर्ने कुराहरू लगभग यति नै हो र यसमा विशेष गरेर मैले कल्पत्रु पावर ट्रान्समिसन लिमिटेड इन्डियाको टिमलाई विशेष गरी धन्यवाद दिनुपर्छ। उहाँहरूको ठुलो एक्सपिरियन्स, प्रसारण लाइन क्षेत्रको ठुलो एक्सपिरियन्स र विशेष गरी यो पहाडी क्षेत्रमा हिल्ली टेरेनमा काम गर्नुपर्ने एक्सपिरियन्स, यसको अल्टिट्युड चाहिँ 300 मिटरदेखि लिएर 2800-2900 मिटरको हाइटसम्म प्रसारण लाइन बनाउनु पर्ने, ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन इस्युजहरू अनि फ्रेजाइल जियोलोजी सबै कुराको हिसाबले गर्दाखेरि उहाँहरूलाई हामीले धन्यवाद दिनैपर्छ। र मैले यसलाई निरन्तर रूपमा प्रेरणा दिनुहुने हाम्रो कार्यकारी निर्देशक कुलमान घिसिङ सरको निर्देशन, उहाँको चाहिँ प्रेरणा, उहाँले हामीलाई हरेक दिन जस्तो घचघच्याइराख्ने, राति 10 बजे पनि फोन गरेर प्रेरणा दिइराख्ने र हामी अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ, हामीले बनाउनुपर्छ, हामीले नगरे कसले गर्छ त भन्ने उहाँको जुन एउटा इनर्जी लेभल र कर्मचारीलाई प्रेरणा गर्ने क्षमताले हामीलाई ठुलो सहयोग मिल्यो। र आई वुड अल्सो लाइक टु थ्याङ्क टु गभर्मेन्ट अफ इन्डिया फर फन्डिङ दिस लाइन एन्ड एक्जिम ब्याङ्क अफ इन्डिया बिकज देयर सपोर्ट इज हाइली कमेन्डेबल for execution of this project and for the completion of this package also. And Madam, Excellency Madam is here. We have proposed $35 million for the second phase expansion of the project. And Government of Nepal has already pursued this matter to Government of India. So I would like to request to expedite this approval of this project. Trust me, madam, because towers are erected, we have acquired land, forests already cleared. Just we need to buy the wires and strong the second circuit so that the line can be utilized to its full potential. So thank you everybody. र सबैलाई यहाँहरु सबैलाई हार्दिक धन्यवाद र फेरि पनि यो समारोहमा स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु। थ्यांक यू।
My warm welcome to Her Excellency Madam Namgya Kampa Madam, Joint Secretary Energy, and Managing Director Kulmal Gishing Saab, First Secretary of Indian Embassy Mr. Abhishek Upadhyay Saab, and Exim Bank, Ministry of External Affairs, senior executives, senior officials of NEA, WebCos, Exim Bank, and Government of Nepal. Thank you very much. It is my great pleasure to attend this ceremony. This is a very prestigious project and longest line in Nepal. On behalf of Kalpataru Power Transmission Limited and Government of India, I would like to give a sincerely congratulations to Mr. Kulmal Gishing Saab, MD Saab, who has gave great importance to this project, and Government of Nepal, who has given huge support to the Indian contractor and to the Nepal people who will directly be benefited with this line. This line is funded by Indian government and Exim Bank. So big thanks to sir. The line is very challenging and having lots of mountain terrain, dense forest, snowfall area, lot of ROW. And personally, MD Saab visited many times to the site and resolved many issues. This shows the dedication of NEA higher officials for this nation and this line. So big thanks to sir. मेहनत जब हद से बढ़ जाती है वो जीत के पल भी जरूर लाती है. So sir, KPTL with our country manager Mr. S.S. Singh. Let me tell you about Mr. S.S. Singh. He is one of the KPTL champion who has completed lot of line in hilly terrain, in very difficult terrain. He loves to work in challenges project, and इनका एक ही नारा है, करना है तो करना है. कुछ भी कैसी भी प्रॉब्लम हो, करना है तो करना है. तो बिग थैंक्स टू सिंह जी. Mr. Rajan Sahab, Thakal Sahab, so he has done a lot of work in this project, and sir, quick decision maker. He is a very good quick decision maker, and having they have taken lot of decision to expedite the progress, and now we completed this project. When we started this project, there's a lot of issues are there, design issue, huge benching requirement, but KPTL, WebCos, NEA officials, KPTL expert design team worked together and completed this project in time. So that is a thing. On behalf of KPTL, I would like also to thank NEA, Nepal government to giving the opportunity to construct this longest line in Nepal, and this is our proud. We are very much proud of that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Have not only lived by this 80,000 metric ton per annum and cater to the exacting needs of global customers. 14,001 certified plants, contemporary machines for fabrication, state-of-the-art galvanizing units. We have one of the largest R&D centers for tower testing. Tested towers up to 1,200 kilovolts, 130 metric tons, 85-meter high tower. Capable of helicopter simulation test up to 85-meter tower. Tested over 300.
Today we have 4 lines of credit aggregating 1.65 billion, wherein we share our development journey for the social economic development of our partner nation. As we speak, there are 59 projects in Nepal that are being implemented under Government of India lines of credit. This particular project was very important for us and also for the people of Nepal. the terrain you would have just seen in the presentation that was made was extremely challenging. The 106 kilometer of stretch offered all the challenges that a transmission line project can face, and we are very happy to see how the Indian exporter has lived up to the occasion. The confidence of the stakeholder can be seen from the fact that as the handing over is happening, they are also proposing a expansion and a phase 2 of this project. We thank all the stakeholders in this regard. A special mention to NEA for the way they have sorted out the right-of-way issues, which has ensured that the project has completed on time. Thank you, KPTL, for the way you have executed the project, and to the Indian Mission for coordinating all these activities and steering through the development and the implementation of this project. Thank you so much.
वास्तव में छोटो समयमै एउटा कठिन भौगोलिक अवस्था भएको ठाउँ र कोभिडको पेन्डेमिकको अवस्थामा पनि समयमै यो 106 किलोमिटर लामो 220 किलो भोल्टेजको प्रसारण लाइन सम्पन्न हुन सकेकोमा सबै संलग्न पक्षहरूलाई म हार्दिक बधाई ज्ञापन गर्न चाहन्छु। वास्तवमा परामर्शदाता, निर्माण कम्पनी, नेपाल विद्युत प्राधिकरणको टिम, स्थानीय हाम्रो कार्यालयहरू, अन्य हाम्रो मन्त्रालयहरूको सहयोग र भूमिकाले वास्तवमै यो 5 वर्षकै अवधिमा यो आयोजना सम्पन्न भएको छ। मैले देखिरहेको छु अरू प्रोजेक्ट ट्रान्समिसन लाइनको धेरै अगाडिबाट सुरु भएका आयोजना 12औं 13औं वर्षमा पनि कम सिद्ध्याउन नसकेको अवस्था छ र यसमा मलाई अझ बधाईको हकदार स्थानीय जनतालाई पनि दिन चाहन्छु। उहाँहरूको सहयोग बिना यो आयोजना, उहाँहरूको जग्गा दिनुभयो होला कतिपयले र आयोजना निर्माणमा सहयोग पनि गर्नुभयो, अवरोधहरू पनि धेरै हुन दिनु भएन, त्यसको लागि पनि उहाँहरूलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। र यो आयोजनाको सम्पन्नताले नेपालको पूर्वी बेल्टमा निजी क्षेत्रबाट विकास भइरहेका आयोजनाहरूको विद्युत चाहिँ यो लोड सेन्टरसम्म पुर्याउनको लागि सहयोग पुग्नेछ। लोड सेन्टर भनेको यो कन्ज्युम गर्ने ग्राहकहरूसम्म पुर्याउनको लागि एकदमै सहयोग पुर्याउनेछ। यसले निजी क्षेत्रको लगानीको, निजी क्षेत्रले जलविद्युत आयोजनाको विकासमा गरिरहेको लगानीलाई पनि अलिकति केही हदसम्म सुनिश्चितता तयार गरेको छ र वास्तवमा भन्यो भने विद्युत विकासमा एउटा ठुलो पूर्वाधारको यस पूर्वाञ्चल क्षेत्रमा विकास भएको छ र झन्डै 2000 मेगावाटको विद्युत यो प्रसारण प्रणालीबाट हामीले लोड सेन्टरमा ग्राहकहरू समस्या पुर्याउनलाई एकदमै सहयोग गर्नेछ। सँगसँगै यो आयोजना सम्पन्न गर्नको लागि मित्र राष्ट्र भारत, विशेष गरी मित्र राष्ट्र भारतलाई म हार्दिक धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु नेपाल सरकारको तर्फबाट। उहाँहरूको जुन सहुलियतपूर्ण ग्रान्ट हामीले करिब यो आयोजनाको लागि $90 मिलियन प्राप्त भएको छ। त्यो सहुलियतपूर्ण ऋण समय समयमा हामीले इन्डियन एक्जिम ब्याङ्क मार्फत पाउन सक्यौँ। त्यसको लागि पनि इन्डियन एक्जिम ब्याङ्कलाई भारतीय राजदूतका दूतावासका साथीहरू, हाम्रा एक्सेलेन्सिजहरू सबैलाई चाहिँ मन्त्रालयको तर्फबाट, नेपाल सरकारकै तर्फबाट हार्दिक धन्यवाद दिँदै यस्तै गरी अन्य आयोजनाहरू पनि समयमै बन्न सकोस् भन्ने अपेक्षा पनि राख्दै यहाँ यस कार्यक्रमबाट बिदाई हुन्छु। सबैलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद।
यो 4 वर्षभित्र यत्रो मेगा प्रोजेक्ट एउटा इमान्दारिता रह्यो भने, इच्छा शक्ति रह्यो भने र केही गर्ने चाहना छ भने सम्पन्न हुँदो रहेछ त। आज सम्पन्न भएको छ। यो हाम्रो खुसीको क्षण हो, यो हाम्रो ठुलो उपलब्धि हो नेपालको लागि भन्ने मलाई लाग्दछ। त्यसमा पनि हामी पूर्वमा रहेका जनताहरूलाई यसले ठुलो सहयोग गर्नेछ र खास गरिकन हाम्रो देश आजभन्दा 4 वर्ष अगाडि 18 घण्टा लोड सेडिङ बिहोर्नु पर्थ्यो। लोड सेडिङमा बसेर, अन्धकारमा बसेर हामी कता कता उज्याला खोज्ने प्रयत्न गरिरहेका थियौँ, तर घिसिङ सर आउनु भइसकेपछि हामीले त्यो लोड सेडिङ मुक्त भएका छौँ र यसले हाम्रो जीवनमा, देशकै जीवनमा, राष्ट्रको जिडिपीमा सकारात्मक प्रभाव पारेको छ र हाम्रो समृद्धितिर हामी अगाडि बढिरहेका छौँ भन्ने मलाई लाग्दछ। अब यो प्रसारण लाइन चाहिँ मेन स्ट्रिममा, मेन लाइनमा, ग्रिडमा गइसकेपछि निश्चिन्त बनाउन सक्नुपर्दछ जनतालाई कि अब तिम्रो घरमा बिजुली जाँदैन है भनेर। त्यस्तो अवस्था सिर्जना गर्नलाई यो दोस्रो कार्यकाल हाम्रो कुलमान घिसिङ सरको यो दोस्रो कार्यकाल त्यतातिर सफलतापूर्वक अगाडि बढोस् भन्ने म चाहन्छु र उहाँलाई म त्यो शुभकामना पनि दिन चाहन्छु। र त्यसो गरियो भने हामी इन्डक्सन चुलो, विद्युतीय चुलो, विद्युतीय बसदेखि लिएर सबै विद्युतीय वस्तुहरू उपयोग गरेर, त्यो इनर्जी उपयोग गरेर हामी त्यतातिर लाग्नेछौँ। र मलाई हिजो अस्ति मात्र एकजना साथी आउनुभएको थियो, 35वटा बस चाहिँ म अब विद्युतीय बस यो पहाड यो साइडमा लाउँदैछु र चार्जिङ स्टेसन दिनको निमित्त तपाईँले सहयोग गर्नुपर्छ भनेर म कहाँ आउनुभएको थियो। मैले तपाईँ कहाँ कहाँ राख्नुहुन्छ म सबै दिन्छु भनेर मैले भनेको छु। यसो गरियो भने हामीले अरबौँ तेल किन्ने पैसा बच्नेछ, अरबौँ ग्यास किन्ने पैसा बच्नेछ। त्यो पैसाले हामी अरू विकास निर्माणका, समृद्धिका र जनताका सरकारका कामहरू गर्नेछौँ र हाम्रो देशलाई 2030 सम्ममा एउटा विकासशील राष्ट्रको रूपमा उभ्याउने जुन राष्ट्रिय सङ्कल्प छ त्यतातिर हामी जान सक्छौँ भन्ने मलाई लाग्दछ। धेरै कुरा भन्नु छैन, म अत्यन्त खुसी भइरहेको छु यिनै कुराहरू राख्दै। सम्बद्ध पक्ष जसले यो आयोजना सफल पार्नको निमित्त आफ्नो ठाउँबाट योगदान दिनुभयो, त्यसका लागि म धनकुटा नगरपालिकाको तर्फबाट र यहाँको एउटा जनताको तर्फबाट र मेरो आफ्नो व्यक्तिगत तर्फबाट सबै पक्षलाई हार्दिक धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। यति भन्दै मैले आफ्नो भनाइ अन्त्य गर्छु। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।
All of us associated with this project are here today. The Nepal Electricity Authority, NEA, the Ministry of Energy, Exim Bank of India, the contractor, KPTL, WAPCOS, and of course from the embassy we've come here as well. And as you can see and as you heard, there is a lot of satisfaction that we are all feeling on the completion of this important project, the construction of the Koshi Corridor transmission line. And it has been covered in the presentations here by everyone how this power transmission line was a collaborative effort, how it involved active support and facilitation by every stakeholder involved in this project, from the funding agency to the Nepal Electricity Authority, to the consultant WAPCOS, to the contractor KPTL, to the local administration that allowed us to execute this project smoothly. And I think that is the critical difference in a project done well, done successfully, with the kind of ownership and support and facilitation that every stakeholder brought to it, with the vision that Nepal Electricity Authority and the government of Nepal brought to it in terms of the role of this project in the overall power, in the overall national grid, and in the overall power requirement and power demand and supply of Nepal. And that, I think, was in my view, is the crucial difference in terms of why this project was successfully done and timely done. And today we're all sitting here in this room and appreciating and expressing satisfaction at this project, at the completion of this project. Friends, India is the foremost development partner of Nepal, and we work in every area of human endeavor, of development, economic activity, with Nepal, in Nepal, with the people of Nepal, in every district of Nepal. And infrastructure and connectivity are key focus of our economic and development partnership with Nepal. Under $1.6 billion that India has committed to Nepal in line of credit assistance, the bulk of it is being utilized for infrastructure and connectivity, particularly in the energy sector. Nepal's hydropower potential is well known worldwide. And to benefit from this potential, as Gisingji was telling me yesterday, Nepal requires development of hydropower projects, construction of transmission lines and substations, and importantly, identification of a stable export market in addition to domestic utilization. I'm happy to see that my country, India, is playing an active role in all of these areas to support the realization of Nepal's huge potential in the power sector. And this, to me, is yet another demonstration of the close and deep partnership that underpins the timeless relationship that our countries enjoy. Power, energy, is a sunrise sector for bilateral cooperation between India and Nepal and has the potential for many more meaningful win-win collaborations and ventures. And I want to also flag, friends, that India's involvement in the energy sector in Nepal is not new. India has been associated with the development of Nepal's first major hydropower projects, Trishuli and Devi Ghat. And even today, Indian developers, contractors, consultants, and engineers are involved in developing several projects, big and small, all across Nepal. Many of you are familiar with the Arun 3 hydropower project. It's not very far from here, and it's making brisk progress. India is also engaged in the construction of power transmission lines within Nepal to further consolidate Nepal's national power grid and connect domestic supply to domestic demand. We have 3 major transmission lines that the Government of India is currently lending support to. These are the Koshi corridor that we are here for today, the Modi Leknath line, and the Solu corridor, and all of these are being built under Exim Bank extended Government of India funded soft loans. An equally important and emerging area of collaboration is enhanced bilateral trade in electricity. Nepal has and will have more surplus electricity during the monsoon season, which can become a major source of foreign exchange income for Nepal if sold to India, and potentially to third markets via India. The cross-border power trade guidelines that were issued by India earlier this year in February have now provided the necessary enabling framework, regulatory framework, to allow this trade to happen. And in the coming months and years, we feel there is potential and there is interest for more and more power trade, including more and more sale of power from Nepal, domestic owned power from Nepal to India. All power trade between India and Nepal will now come under the purview, be governed by the CBT guidelines that I just referred to, which were issued in India earlier this year. And this trade is also facilitated by transmission lines. In addition to the operation of the Muzaffarpur-Dhalkeba transmission line, cross-border transmission line, India is also going ahead along with Nepal with the second high-capacity cross-border line connecting Butwal to Gorakhpur. And we're also building multiple transmission linkages between Nepal and the Indian states that are bordering Nepal in an effort to decentralize our cooperation at the people-to-people level. In all of this, friends, the most important aspect for us is that the biggest beneficiary of such bilateral cooperation are the people of Nepal. The people of Nepal, the economy of Nepal, and for our bilateral development and economic assistance to Nepal, this is the biggest standard, the biggest metric by which we measure the impact and the efficacy of the projects and the assistance we undertake in Nepal. We hope that the power generation export potential can transform Nepal's economy, increase government revenues, and bring prosperity to its people. And I'm happy that here we are today to mark another step, positive step in this direction, with everybody involved being here in this one room to celebrate this moment and then to carry on and do much more, because much more is on the agenda and much more is possible, and there is an interest and willingness on the part of both the government of India and the government of Nepal to do that. I want to, in the end, just thank the government of Nepal, the Nepal Electricity Authority, the local administrations, the district administrations, the municipalities, particularly of Dhankota, Sunsari, Bhojpur and Sankhua Sabha for their support and facilitation for this project. I want to thank Exim Bank of India for their supervision of the project and their efforts in resolving the various issues connected to this project, to the consultant WAPCOS for steering this project successfully and smoothly for this package at least to the finish line. And I also finally want to congratulate the contractor KPTL for timely completion of the project while ensuring the requisite quality of the product. And again, I want to thank HELE and thank the local administration, NEA, and everyone here for the warmth of the welcome accorded to us. It's wonderful to be here, and I look forward to many more such occasions when we have to celebrate joint endeavors done well, done successfully, with the effort and the energy and the vision that all of us impart to it. So here's to many more. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
I just like seeing Rajanji is, I think he does all the work assigned to him. सिन्जी र राजनजी मिल्नु भएछ यो प्रोजेक्ट सम्पन्न भयो राम्रो भयो एकदमै वास्तवमा प्रोजेक्ट टिम इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट प्रोजेक्ट टिम बिना सम्भव हुँदैन आई हेभ सिन दैट कोर भ्यालुज अफ कल्पात्रु business ethics, quality, customer centricity, respect, and one teamwork. Yes, you have made all your core values. So, thank you, Kalpatru. And project team is not contractor and employer. It is consultant. Without consultants' support, we cannot complete the construction work within the time frame. Congratulations to consultant WAPCOS. I think WAPCOS is involved in different projects in Nepal, in hydropower, study projects and supervision projects. There are many projects WAPCOS is taking over. So again, I want to congratulate and thank WAPCOS team. हाम्रो Excellency DCM from Ministry of Embassy of India to Nepal has already explained that I was so encouraged to hear from her that market is going to open to this region. I think this is an encouraging remarks he made in this forum. I'm so happy to hear from her that in very soon we can flow our power in bi-directional direction. We have many transmission line interconnection between Nepal and India, within the states, Bihar and UP, and central grid interconnection, Dhalkebar, Muzaffarpur transmission line. Including all transmission line, we can wheel up to 1,500 to 2,000 megawatt at present in both directions. So that is outstanding development we have made in last 3-4 years to construct cross-border transmission line. We have charged it 400 kV line. We have charged 132 kV line. Grant support from MEA, actually Rasol Parwanipur and Kusaha Katayar line. It was supported from grant support from MEA. From ENA, on behalf of ENA, I thank MEA and Government of India for this support also. We are having many projects in pipeline in different corridors. Transmission line requirement is, I think we are going to fulfill transmission line requirement in different corridors. Koshi corridor, Marsandi corridor, Solu corridor, Kavili corridor, and even Karnali corridor and Kaligarligi corridor. Almost all transmission lines are going to be completed, and those transmission lines made highway to the projects to be built on those corridors. So I think our demand is increasing every year, around 15 to 20% increment in demand. I think it's encouraging demand increment in Nepal. But due to seasonal and daily variation of our load, we have to interconnect Indian grid, because daily variation of load is there, but in one day we have firm supply. If in night time we have different load, and daytime different load, peak time different load, and seasonal loads are different. So for particular season and particular month, particular day, we have firm capacity of supply. So for that variation, we have to adjust how we can adjust, and that is the market integration. That is very, very important aspect for Nepal to develop Nepal's hydropower projects. I think it is encouraging that Sutlej has been developing two projects now, around 1500 and 1600 megawatt project, and it has built transmission infrastructure as well as road infrastructure. It is great to have a free energy of 200 megawatt in both the projects, maybe 300 or 400 megawatt projects of power to Nepal. That is outstanding support that will give to Nepal from those projects also. So without integration of market, Nepal's hydropower development will be very difficult, because only Nepal's market, this will be the isolated market. We just want to get this integration very soon. It is integrated. We have access, first time we have access in exchange market last April, that daily exchange market we can purchase power from Indian exchange market. That is very outstanding achievement of both the government, that we can purchase power from that market. A daily bidding we can do. Now we are trying to get clearance for this exchange for export also, bi-directional flow. That is under review. I think it will take some time. We have submitted some projects to those exchange markets clearances. I think we have made to the concerned authorities in India also. They are trying their best to get clearances. CBT guideline already mentioned, Our Excellency Madam, that CBT guideline is, I think that is outstanding guideline that previously in 2016 it was, there were some deviation. I think we have reported some amendment for that. That was included, and CBT guideline now is very good to have this exchange market and integration of market. Everything is policy wise. We have this government of India has cleared all the policies now. Now process is taking place. I think it will be cleared. We hope everything will be done very soon, and we want to get more support, more collaboration in power sector from government of India. We are getting much support for different infrastructures. Power sector infrastructure is one of the key infrastructure that will need more support from Government of India. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming, Your Excellency and Excellency Abhishek Upadhyayji and Mayor Saab and CDO Saab and महासेनानीज्यू र पत्रकार साथीहरू सबैलाई म धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। आजको यो कार्यक्रम यही समाप्त भएको पनि घोषणा गर्न चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद।